Respect to everybody. Can y'all hear me nice and clear? Respect to baby girl Wendy. Serena Williams at it again. You knew Tony William, Mondo Black TV. What's going on? I'm on my phone right now trying to get my laptop to work right. Don't want to act right. I guess it don't want me to talk about what I'm going to talk about. Why are men and women single? Why are they single? Why are some men and women single today? Yeah, I know we're gonna get somebody to say that some men and women single is by choice. Yeah, some men and women are single by choice. But let's take a deeper dive into why some men and women are single. Right? Some men and women some men are single because they want to deal with the hassle of a woman betraying them, not respecting them. And a woman do not want to deal with the hassle of a man being lazy and not being a leader. Y'all, I guess y'all want to ask yourself, teacher, what are you talking about? This is what I'm talking about. Think about this right here. You know, I've been talking about these no good women, right? Some of these no good women that treats a man, they get with a man that talking about there's no good men out there, and go on these shows like Pop the Balloon and all these other shows and said there's no good men. But when a man turns around to to tell her that maybe you passed up a good man, just like some men don't pass up some great women. But sometimes you got to take accountability for your own actions of what you do when you go looking for one. See, men, you got to stop going looking in a relationship, looking for a relationship, and try to just look for XEX. Can't do that. And ladies, you cannot go in a relationship, be in a relationship thinking about you just going. Oh, it's all about the money. It can't be all about the money. See, that's the problem with some people. That's why they single. That's why they single. They're not going in a relationship for the right reason. And you wonder why you get rejected. See, what happened to going on dates, no matter where you go? Get to know each other. Now, men want to floss their money and tell other women and go sleep with this woman, that woman, but they fail to realize that's not going to cut it. That's not going to cut it. Then you got these women want to be with.
You know you're up here twice.
Yeah, I know.
That might have something to do with why your device is crackling. You got something open twice up here. Salute to everybody in the chat. Salute, salute, salute. Happy Sunday, everyone. I hope everyone is having a blessed and chill and relaxed Sunday. Salute to everyone. Go ahead, man.
We start with laptop. Relationship. Like I told you earlier, Mondo, men and women just about the same, but they different or what they looking for. Especially these days. Especially with the social media. You see what I'm saying? Men looking for a good looking woman with a big butt, breasts, and all that stuff. No, that's not gonna cut it. And you got some women looking for a man that got these cars and houses and money that that take care that they want to take care of and spend money on them. You feel what I'm talking about? Oh, I'm froze up. God damn it, I'm froze up.
You going in and out.
I'm gonna go.
You
I'm
going
gonna
in.
do it from my phone.
You do it from your
I'm gonna do
phone.
it
It's
from my
gonna be
phone.
making that. You do it from the phone. It's gonna be making that crackling sound. Let me get my opinion on it while you trying to get it right on your laptop and everything. You up here twice. You up here twice, man. Okay. Let me just say this, being single is not a bad thing. Most people,
Oh, there we go.
mute up for a quick second. Most people are single. They're single by choice. They're single by choice, and they're single by choice for a reason. The reason is because they know they're not ready for a relationship. They know that they know they're not ready for a relationship. If you're not ready for a relationship, it's best to be single instead of getting in a relationship with someone and playing games with them. That's not a good idea. Salute to you, Phoenix. If you're not ready for a relationship, don't get in a relationship, because let me tell you something about a relationship. Okay, there are pros and cons to being in a relationship. There's pros and cons of being single. All right, single. You get the freedom to come and go as you want. You get basically the freedom to do what you want. All you have to worry about is yourself. All you have to worry about is making sure that you are happy. They're making sure that you okay. You when you're alone, when you're single, you're alone. All you have to look out for is yourself. Okay. So that's the advantage of being single. Um, Studies show that most single people are the least stressed people, because when you're single, you don't have to worry about another person's feelings, what a person think about you, or you don't have to worry about attach or have yourself attached to another person. It's just you.
Yep, you're
So
right about that.
it's actually less stress in that. Majority of the people, and if you actually do a poll of the people that's suffering from like medical issues such as stress, hypertension, high blood pressure, most of those people are in relationships or married, because being in a relationship and being married, it can be stressful at times. We go through things that single people don't have to go through.
Yep.
Like right now, if when you in this live, if you want to drive downtown to Buckhead and enjoy yourself at a bar, you don't have to worry or hear nobody mouth. You can just pick up your keys, get in your car, crank up, and head on down to Buckhead. But if you had a wife or someone, you know what I'm saying, you would actually have to explain to hey, look, I just need some me time. I just want to go down
Yeah.
there. And then she ain't going to say, wait a minute, why you leaving this time of night? She gonna
Yeah.
automatically assume you leaving to go be with another female, where in all actuality and really you genuinely just want some alone time to think and
Yeah.
reflect. And that's something that single people get the privilege of having, the luxury of
Yeah.
having, you get a lot of me time, and you get a lot of time to yourself to reflect and to
Yeah.
just reflect on things that are going on in your life. You don't have to worry about the next person. That's
Yep.
the pros of being single. All right, now let's go over the cons. The cons of being single, especially for a man, um, you're making yourself more accessible. You're more wide open.
Yep.
Most single people are more are spending more money. They're not saving. They're more they're they're quick to spend and travel and shop because you have less responsibilities than a married person or a person that's in a relationship. Well, let's just say a married person, because 9 times out of 10, a married person, there's cons to being single. Yeah, it's cons. Yeah, I went. Yeah, it's cons to being single. Yes, it is. Um, Studies show that most single people, a lot of single people, have end up with bad credit because you know, they're being more reckless with their funds versus a married person. A married person is actually more frugal. They tend to be more frugal because they have more responsibilities. They have more on their plate. They have, they're not out. They're not going out as much as a single person. It costs to be single. It actually costs to be single because when you're single, you're not just sitting up in the house, especially if you're young and single. You're want to gonna get out. You're actually out more and you're doing more versus a person that's in a relationship or a person that's married.
Yeah,
So
and,
it's pros and cons on both sides. Yeah.
yeah, I'm gonna say this right here. If you married and you with somebody,
Hmm.
and not saying that, oh, they don't go out and all that stuff and the girls' night, boys' night, whatever, whatever. There's some in relationship that act like they single. You see what I'm saying?
Well,
So
well,
yeah,
those people are playing games. I'm talking about people
yeah,
that are actually in real relationships,
mhm,
monogamous relationships, people that are married, like
yeah,
the ones we grew up the Duns, the
yeah,
Shepherds. You know
the
what I'm
Bailey.
saying? My dad and my stepmom. You know what I'm saying? They didn't play games like that with
Mm-mm.
each other. They went to work and they came home to each other.
Yeah,
That's what I'm saying.
oh yeah, I know what I'm saying. I'm tell you, they said who the
Okay, let me finish explaining. Hold on. Let me finish explaining. Let me finish explaining. Okay, Phoenix. Now, I'm not saying everybody. I'm not saying everybody. I'm saying studies show, and they did a census. Studies show that people that actually spend recklessly or or usually have bad credit are single people, well versus people that are married are a little bit more responsible with their credit and they're responsible with their finances because they have responsibilities. 9 times out of 10 they have a family that they have to think about before they can go and buy new cars or go and just jump on the plane and go on expensive trips. Where a single person, they're more free to be out there. They can just go, 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 go. Another con of being single is, and this is this is definitely true right here. Single, especially the men now, single men are more likely to either be end up incarcerated or in some type of dangerous altercation because they're more out there. Single men go out more. than a married man. Married man may go out every now and then with his family and his wife. Single men go to nightclubs. Single women are at nightclubs or at bars. They go out. Sometimes they go out with their friends, but they'll also go out by themselves. They're more out there than versus a married person. That's that, and that's a known fact. That is a known fact. Now you do have some single people that don't go out that much, but those are people that's usually around in their mid to late 40s or 50s. You know what I'm saying? They got jobs, established jobs. They've already been married. Okay. Married and divorced. All right. So you got to include those single people in there too. Those are the single people that are content with being single 9 times out of 10. They ain't trying to get married no time soon. They ain't trying to get in no relationship no time soon. They're already set in their ways and they already have a bad taste in their mouth about relationships and about marriages. They've either been hurt or someone has played games with them. Females, what I'm saying, most females that are single around that age frame, around that age range, they've been married or they were in abusive relationships and the ex-husband mistreated them. So they got divorces and now they're single, but they're content. They have good jobs, they have nice homes, they're well off financially, but they choose to be single because they just don't want the drama in their life. They don't want the hassle in their life. So it's so many different aspects of single people, but you can't lump them all in one group because you got people that's single because they want to play games. They ain't trying to commit. They don't want to commit. They're afraid of commitment, and they need to stay single because the only thing they're gonna do if they get in a relationship, they're gonna mess up. They're gonna hurt someone, cheat. So they need to be single. Then you got the people that have been married, that have been in relationships, and they were hurt, and now they're single and they're content with being single, and they're not trying to get back into any type of situation, you know. And those are usually people around, like I said, somewhere between the mid to late 40s, 50s, and well into their 60s. They're content with being single because they just don't want the drama. They just don't want the drama.
But don't get it wrong. There's some people that don't want the drama, right? But there's some single people, the drama come to them for some reason. You know what I'm saying? But they don't want it. But and you got a lot of time to think. Unlike some of these single people that we know that we grew up with, they didn't think well for nothing. You know what I'm saying? You already know who I'm talking about. And the people we grew up around, if you grow up around some older people that been in a relationship, you know what a relationship look like. And that's what you should be. That was some single people should be striving for. But like I said, there's some single men out here just want the coochie. Go ahead and say it. There's some single women out here just want to get in a relationship because the guy got money. And
Those
you can't.
people are those are usually young. Like
Mm-hmm.
you mentioned some of the single people that we were around when we were back home. We were fresh out of high school. We were fresh out of high school. You were getting ready to go in
Yeah.
basic training in the Army. I was getting ready to go in basic training in National Guard. We were fresh out of high school. We were kids.
Yeah.
We were not ready for a serious relationship, and neither were those people. Those people that we, that we ran with, but none of us were ready for a serious relationship. Now, some had no choice because they slipped up and got impregnated in high school, teenage pregnancy. So the person that they conceived a child with, they were stuck down there, and they had to do what they had to do to make it work. Get a job in the mill, get an apartment together, and try to make it work for the sake of the kid. Okay, we didn't have that situation, so we were able to sow our oats and be single. and that's
Yeah.
what I recommend. And I don't want anyone to take that. I was not trying to make a joke, but that is the main thing. That's the number one advice that I would give any single person. Get it out of your system before you get into a relationship. Get it out of your system before you get into a relationship, because if you don't, you're going to end up hurting someone. You're going to end up hurting, hurting someone's, someone's, and it's not a good thing. It's not. You're gonna end up cheating and playing games with a female, and you know
Yeah.
instead of going through all of that, get it out of your system. Be single. Enjoy the single life. Play the field. You know, to get all of that out your system first, and that goes for men and women. Just get it
Yeah.
out your system. For some reason, people feel like, okay, when you go to go to high school, go to college, to meet somebody, they want to rush and get married, and then have a house full of kids, and then you realize 10 years on down the line
That person worked for you.
that you weren't for each other because you
Yeah, you
weren't
do.
ready. A lot of people got married and were not ready to get married. A lot of people got married and they were not ready. They just weren't ready. They just were not ready.
Yeah,
That
you're right. And some got married for the all wrong reason. Like back in the day, if you were single and the woman got pregnant or you got the woman pregnant, guess what they expected y'all to do? Get married, right? And they wasn't for each other. It's like some people come in your life for a season. And some people think that that person that comes in their life for a season is that person they're supposed to be with us for a lifetime, which is it which that person is not, man or woman. Like you said, and the other kind of being single is you gotta pay all the bills by yourself. Pay all the bills by yourself. Men and women gotta pay all the bills by yourself when you're single. And
mhm,
you gotta learn how to manage your money, how to manage your time. But when you're in a relationship, married, or monogamous relationship with your significant other that you're supposed to be with, and y'all move in together, of course, you married gonna be living together, right?
mhm, mhm.
Guess what? If one person don't have it, the other person supposed to have their back. Got to have their back. If the other person don't have it, the other person got to have they significant other back. And I have showed a whole lot of stuff where a man or a woman they don't have each other back. That's not a relationship, is it? You might well be single. Might well be single. What y'all practically, if you don't have each other back, you're practically roommates. Correct me if I'm
Mhm.
wrong. Correct me if I'm wrong, Armando.
Yeah.
Shoot, Then you got one staying up out all night, coming home 5 o'clock in the morning. I don't care, man or woman. Hey, you wonder what they get? Hey, they weren't meant for you. Move on.
Mm-hmm.
Cause all they gonna cause you, being in that kind of relationship, is gonna cause you is that but a health problem, right? Gonna cause
Mm-hmm.
you a health problem. That's all they're gonna cause you. It's gonna cause you a health problem. It's gonna
Yeah.
cause you a health problem.
Well,
And
I mean that's what I was saying earlier. That's what I was saying earlier. Studies show that single people are they're usually more healthier, and they actually don't go through. They don't have the same medical issues that married folks have. Married people, they tend to have, salute to you, you knew, they tend to have hypertension, high blood pressure. They married person is more likely to have a stroke than a single person, because the thing about married people, m- married people really don't keep themselves fit the way single people do. Single people are gonna go the extra mile to keep themselves fit because they're single and they want to look presentable physically to other people. You notice now, if you go to the park in the mornings, most of the people that you see running and jogging and walking, they're single. Most of the people that you see cycling around Peachtree, they're single. Now, married folks, they may get up and walk around the subdivision and go jog around the subdivision, whatever. But single folks, they spend more time. They're more likely. There are more single people. If you next time you go to the gym, did you just ask around? Just ask around. You just ask them. Just take like 20 people in the gym and ask them, are you married? Or are you single? I guarantee you, out of the 20, you'll find 15 of them single.
yeah, you're right about that. And I
Hmm.
look at it like this right here, boy. Hey, when I was saying that relationship, right? I call you just about every day, one dinner,
Hmm.
and you
Stressed
tell
out.
I was
Stressed
stressed out.
out. Hmm.
And before I got into this relationship that I'm in now, how many years was I single? About 2 or 3.
Yeah.
And guess what? And this relationship I'm in now, it you see more live. I'm more lively now. You know what
Yeah.
I'm saying? I'm more lively now.
Yeah.
Cause,
And
cause, cause, like I said, when you're in a relationship with somebody, they got the what you do for them. They got reciprocated to your other
you
person.
you you
If you do
gotta
something, go ahead.
you gotta compromise on things that you may not agree with.
Yeah.
Like, it may be a night that you wanna, wanna watch something, and your woman wanna watch a movie with you. Or she may want to go to the theater with you. It may be a night that you want to go to the football game or something like that with the fellows, but your woman want you to go bowling with her, or just hang out, go to the park with her. You know what I'm saying? You have to regulate your time with the person that you're with.
Yeah.
Your time, all of your time don't belong to you anymore. When you
Mm-mm.
when you commit to a relationship, you commit to a marriage, you're giving up 50% of yourself
Yeah.
to the other
Yeah.
person. Where
Yeah.
versus where you're single, all 100% of your time and everything that you're involved with is yours. You don't have to. You ain't got to worry about nobody else. You ain't got to worry about
Yeah.
nobody else's feelings. You ain't got to walk on eggshells around nobody. It's just you. Yeah.
Yeah. Uh, let me ask you your new question. She said, "Did you like being single, D Truth?" Yes and no to that question. The yes, because it was no stress. I ain't had to worry about what she thinking, or this, that, whatever.
Mm-hmm.
But no, because I was longing to have a companion, uh, a person that wanted me for me and for who I am. See, and that right there. It kind of takes everything that you have, and you work on yourself when you're single.
Exactly.
You try to become a better version of yourself than you was.
Mm-hmm.
Because
Mm-hmm.
because there's some men and women that's been in a relationship, been married, get a divorce, break up with somebody. Guess what they do? They go hop right back in a relationship, and the same relationship they was in, the same marriage they was in, they ended it again with a different person.
M- Most of those people, and I know exactly who you're referring. I know exactly those type of people, and I have some people like that in my family. Those type of people that okay, they'll get a divorce, and then 6 months later they're dating somebody else, and then by the end of the year they're engaged to the next person. Those people have insecurity issues. You
Yeah.
know what I'm saying? Men and women that do things like that are usually people where they don't want to be alone. They're afraid to be alone.
Yep.
Most of the time, women that do that just can't be single for a period of a time to get themselves together or to work on themselves because they have daddy issues.
Yeah.
They
And
they
then
they, they have daddy issues.
yeah.
Go ahead.
Yeah. And I'm gonna say this. And then when they get with that other person and they see that person, I'm talking about men and women, and they see that other person that they had left doing better, and that person that they don't got with, you know what I'm finna go with it, don't you? The person that don't
Hold on. Let
got
me
with,
let, let me answer. Hold on. Let me answer Miss V Cooks. She said being single is lonely. Salute to you, Miss V Cooks. Salute. No, I don't think being single is lonely. You're not lonely if you put it like that. If you're secure with yourself and you love yourself, you're never lonely. You won't be lonely because you're right now you're just you're single and you're working on yourself. That right there is a period of a time where it's all about you. You're
yep,
doing you. You're taking care of you right now. It's you're not. It's not where oh I'm single. I'm lonely. No, don't look at it like that. It's just a transitional period for you to work on you.
yep. Cause once you work on you, and and I'm gonna tell you, once I got through working on me,
Hmm.
the mother could tell you this. I can tell you, man, I wish I had me a woman. What you kept telling me? Be patient. That's what you told me, right?
Yeah, yeah. Be patient,
And
and and that's very important. Don't
and
don't
get
go
and
out
get
there.
go ahead.
Don't go out there trying to make something happen.
Yeah,
Like the online thing. Online people going on these online sites. You're I don't agree with that. I say let it happen naturally. I'm
yeah,
just old school with it. I believe most successful relationships happen when it happens naturally.
Yeah.
When you go to
And
get on these dating sites, when you're trying to get on these dating sites, you're gonna run into the wrong something you don't need.
yep.
You're gonna complicate your life because there are a lot of fools on these dating sites.
Yeah. And I'm gonna tell you this right here, because you might go meet somebody, man or woman. They might set you up.
Mm.
They might set you up, especially
Set
women.
you up and
You might
line
not
you up.
come home, huh?
Set you up and line you up. Mm.
hmm Especially men and women set you up. This goes to the, and we're not just talking about men and women, heterosexual. We're not just talking about them. Know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
And we talking about. I don't care you a man that you like men, women women like women. We talking about them too. They could set you up with the online dating thing. But
Well, that's where vetting comes in at.
yeah,
That's what
yeah,
you knew said. That's why I don't recommend meeting or trying to. I, I don't recommend trying to find no love online. I don't. Now,
mm,
can it happen? Yes, it can.
yeah.
But trying to go. Hold on. Trying to go that route and fish for someone on these dating sites is not a good idea, especially in this day and time. It's
Yeah,
dangerous. You don't know what you may walk yourself into. Not a good
yeah.
idea, especially for females. It's not a good idea.
Yeah.
Go ahead, man.
I'm telling you this about. I'm telling you, this too goes out to men and women, right? You go meet a man or a woman online, let's say Instagram, whatever, and you go meet them. They don't look nothing like they look on the Instagram. That's another thing. And guess what? That person that go meet them and they see they don't look like what they look like on Instagram or in other social media network, that person that go meet the other person that put out that false image might get hurt. But guess what? That person that get hurt and the person that went to meet him, the person that went to meet him that hurt him, guess what? Guess what? You might wind up locked up. You see what I'm saying?
Well, that's a whole nother subject there.
Yeah.
That's a whole nother
But
subject. I mean, we talking about why women and men are still single. That right there only happens when you're going looking for something.
yeah.
When you're trying to take the shortcut route. And that's what I basically said 10, 15 minutes ago. It's not a good idea to go fishing online on these dating sites. That's usually what happens to people that get on these dating sites trying to find love. Instead of going out, taking the time, going out and meeting. When you go out and you meet a person on your own and you do it
Yeah.
the old-fashioned way, because look, none of that, none of that would ever happen back in the 90s,
Uh-uh.
back during our era, because hold on, it wasn't no dang freaking dating sites. It wasn't no internet. It wasn't no nothing like that. You had to meet that. You gonna see what you get during that time. You saw what you were getting.
Hey,
There wasn't no
and I'm
cat. There
thinking,
wasn't no such thing as no damn catfish. The only thing catfish that existed is the one that they sold at the restaurant or in the grocery store. That's it.
hey, I'm telling you right. I'm telling you like him. And it's like when you're singing, you breathe a sign of relief, and when you're working on yourself, it's exhilarating, and you find out a whole lot about yourself when you're single. Then when
Well,
you find out,
you find
go ahead.
you find out a lot about yourself. You find out a lot about yourself either way, both when you're single and when you're in a relationship. Okay.
Yeah.
But but the thing about it is, while you're single, take your time and work on yourself.
Yeah.
And that's and when I mean, I'm not just talking about just, just being single, or meditating and reading. No, 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 no. I mean, get whatever you got to get out your system while you're single before you go committing in a relationship to someone and you end up cheating on that person and breaking their heart. Get whatever, get all that play out your system before you go get in a relationship with someone. Because
And be
once you
safe
get in a
while doing
relationship with once you get in a relationship with someone, that is it. That is it.
it.
I mean, you ain't just, and this is where a lot of people mess up at. They get in relationships and they're not serious. Salute to you, Miss Chicago. They're getting in these relationships and they're not serious. They're going in it with the intentions of, oh well, I'm gonna have me a main woman, and then shoot, I'm gonna get me a side chick. You playing games. You get in,
On
you
side
get when
chick.
when you get in a relationship, that should be a monogamous relationship. That should be the only woman that you have desires for. That should be the only woman that you should be sleeping with. That should be the only woman that you should be sharing intimate moments with.
Yep. Even vice versa. Hey, Miss B, Miss Chicago. I read what you do said. She said her son and daughter-in-law met on IG, and they've been together for almost 9 years. They were lucky. Yes, they was. Sometimes you look
Yeah,
out.
I mean, well, when okay, let me clarify. Okay, when I say dating sites, IG ain't no dating site. It's a social media platform. Okay, now,
Yeah.
have people, hold up, slow down. Have people met on Facebook? Have people met on IG and started DMing and video chatting and then ended up dating and fell in love? Yes. No, what I mean by these dating sites, I mean these dating sites like Plenty of Fish and what's the other?
Tinder,
I mean, it's
Tinder,
uh, Tinder and
Tinder.
stuff. Yeah, that crap right there. I would not fool with. I would not fool with. But
You right, Mr. B.
but yeah, but the platforms is I don't see anything wrong with it. Now I wouldn't recommend no dude trying to find a wife on OnlyFans. You know what I'm saying? I wouldn't recommend that. Now, I mean, come on, you know what you're getting on OnlyFans.
And then on top of that, you can't blame nobody but yourself for getting with her. And you might feel some type of way that a whole lot of men probably don't see her naked. You see what I'm saying? And
Mhm.
then like you said, insecurity. Men have insecurity, women have insecurity. And,
Yeah.
and when you get in a relationship, you get that trust got to be there. You gotta trust your woman, you gotta trust your man that when they go out, they come back home, they're not doing nothing. And one thing I gotta say about this right here, we don't say it before, though, Mondo. We don't say it before. If you in a committed relationship, monogamous relationship, married, and have a significant other, ain't no way the man or the woman should be going out with their single friends. Cause what your single friend is gonna teach you?
Well, I mean, you would prefer them to have married friends, but really, honestly, you got some married friends that be playing games too.
Yeah, yeah,
So
yeah. Yeah.
My thing, my thing is, I'm not gonna. Okay, so if you met, okay, so if you dating a female and before y'all started dating her, she had a real good friend that's single, that just happened to be single, and then you come along, you get with her, you marry her, and her friend is still single. I'm not finna ask her to cut her single friend off. Why penalize her because she hasn't found the right man? She may be a good person. She could be a
Yeah.
good person, good-hearted person. She just ain't met the right man yet. So I don't agree with that.
But you know
You
what I
know,
meant when I said
the
that. Let
thing,
me clarify that. Let me clarify that.
well, the thing about it is, you got to be secure with yourself. If you're
Yeah.
secure with yourself, you won't be insecure with the person that you're dating or the person you're married to. You know what I'm saying? If you're insecure with yourself and you don't have any confidence in yourself, then you're going to be paranoid that somebody's going to come along and take your woman, or some or one of her friends is going to influence your woman to leave you and stuff like that. That's that you know you gotta have
Yeah.
you gotta be secure with. That's why that goes back to what I tell people: work on yourself before you jump in a relationship. Work on
Yeah.
yourself. And what I mean by work on yourself, be secure with yourself. You got to, in order to be secure with yourself, you got to learn to love yourself. That is the
Yep.
reason why a lot of people don't last long in relationships. So they can't keep a husband, they can't keep a man, they can't keep a woman, because they, number one, they don't love themselves. And if you don't love yourself, how the hell you
You
expect
know somebody
someone
else.
else to love you? If you don't love yourself,
Yep.
then how can you love someone else? And if
Yep.
you love
Cause
someone else more than you love your, hold up, slow down. If you love someone else more than you love yourself, that's not a good thing. That's a recipe for disaster.
and if then if I'm gonna pick about what you just said. If a person does that, that person already know that they can do whatever they want to do because you're gonna continue to be there. And you don't want that. You got to be secure with yourself to do it. There should not be no games at all. Because single life, you're free. You're free to do what you want to do. But guess what? You still got to pay them bills. That's the only thing you got to. I ain't gonna say you got to worry about that. But it at the
That
same
that go
time.
that goes that goes back to working on yourself. You get all that
Hmm.
play out of your system before you go get jumping into relationships. Some people go rushing into relationships, and they're doing that because of the idea of being in a relationship, not
Yeah.
that they're ready for a relationship. It's the idea of being in a relationship. They about 32, 33 years old. Oh, biological clock ticking. And I need to get me a man, or I need to get me a woman. No, you need to work on yourself, learn to love yourself, work on yourself, and then get in the relationship. Maybe it's not meant for you to bring a kid in this world because you are not right yourself.
Yeah. And that's why
So
we
no.
have so many problems. That's why we have so many problems in our community because a person done got with the wrong person, don't had a child, and neither one of them right. And guess that messes up the child. So you gotta be careful because, like you said, they probably hop in a relationship about a month later. But guess what? That's some people hop in another relationship 2 or 3 days, 4 days later. Because, like you said, some people are afraid to be alone because they don't want to look at themselves. If you take a look at yourself and take accountability for yourself and your actions, when you learn how to do that, then you are ready for a relationship. But don't rush it, because guess what? That a man or woman gonna fall right in your lap when you least suspect it.
Hmm. Let me read what you knew said. You knew said only a weak married person lets her single friends into doing the wrong thing. Um, I agree. I totally agree. You know, it goes back to what I said. Uh, you know, some people just, people, you got to be ready. Don't jump in no
Mm-hmm.
relationship unless you ready. That's what being single is for. If you gonna play games and have this many women, that many women, or that many men, this many men, that many men, just be single. Just
Yep.
be single.
Yep. Then if you're gonna do that, you just gotta be careful who you're gonna have, and make sure you protect yourself. Yeah, you go soak your wild oats till you're ready, but you run around and soaking your wild oats, but are you really working on yourself? You
Well,
see the
that is
contrast, brother?
that is a part of working on yourself. I tell anybody, any man, get it out your system before you go putting a ring on somebody's finger. Get it out of your system. Get it out of your system. The minute you say I do to a woman, you put a ring on her finger and you say I do to her, that is it. All it,
Mm.
I mean, forsaking all others, that is it. You
Even
should
if you
not,
don't put it in
you should not touch a woman. You should not touch another woman. The only woman that you touch for the rest of your life is your wife.
there. Yep.
So that's why I recommend for any man, single man, get it out of your system. Don't go rushing into something just because you that lonely thing, that lonely crap is a psychological thing. You never alone because you got family. Everybody got somebody. I mean, you can make friends. I mean, unless you a pariah, you know what I'm saying? If you a pariah, then you got problems. You need to go see a psychiatrist. You know what I'm saying? I feel like you a pariah, introvert, pariah, same thing in my book. All of that is the same thing in my book. That's a person that just hides out, don't want to be around people, don't like people because they got some type of mental psychological issues, some type of insecurities with themselves. They don't like themselves, they're not insecure with themselves, so therefore they don't like being around people. They're social misfits. They don't
Yeah.
like being social with other people because they don't like themselves. They're not comfortable within their own skin.
And then another part of that is they be mad at the world. They be mad at the other person that are in a relationship. They
Mhm.
mad at them because they ain't in a relationship because they, like you said, they insecure. Come on now.
And if you insecure, you need to be single. That you definitely need to stay single. If you a player, you need to be single. If you are an insecure man or insecure woman, you definitely need to be single. Because the only thing you're gonna be doing is getting in relationships, arguing and fussing and fighting with whoever you with. It ain't gonna
Hmm.
last. You're gonna be in and out of relationships because you are insecure because you never took time to work on yourself. Taking the time to work on yourself, you bond with yourself, learn to love yourself. And that's the main problem with a lot of marriages nowadays because there's someone in that marriage that that don't love themselves, that never loved themselves. They jumped into something just for the idea of being married. If you love yourself and you're secure with yourself, you will not be insecure with that person you're with. Because let me tell you something. That right there will bring on, and I was speaking on this earlier. That right there causes strain and stress in a relationship. You can make that person that you're with, you can make them miserable. That person will be miserable with you. And the first chance they get to get the hell away from you, they will. And you'll be wondering what's going on. Because that'll drive a person crazy. Every time you turn around, they're being accused of cheating, and you're accusing them of this, and you're accusing them of that. I seen you looking at that. I seen you looking at that BITCH. I seen you. I seen you, D-Troop. I seen you looking at her butt. You know what I'm saying? You don't need that. There's enough stress in the world. Then you have to come home to that. Mm-mm. That's why I don't knock. I don't knock men and women that decide to be single. Some people are single because they ain't got no choice. Because nobody want them. Then you got some people that are single by choice. Then you got some people that are single because they're honest and they know they're not ready. So they need to work on themselves first before they get in a relationship. Then you have that percentage of people that are single because they are just tired of the BS. They done been mad. And those are usually people that are like middle age, like around mid to late 40s and 50s and 60s. They done been married a couple of times, divorced, and they were mistreated or they were cheated on or they ex-husband abused them or whatever, and they're single and they're content. But they're happy. They're happy. So salute to you together. Happy Sunday to you. Yeah, the mud ducks. They ain't got no choice but to be single because don't nobody want them. Don't nobody want them. Exactly.
Yeah.
Don't
Be
nobody want 'em.
old miserable sitting on the porch of the rocking chair yelling at the kids in the neighborhood because you're mad at yourself. We don't have to figure in our neighborhood like that. You remember that, don't you? Hey,
Yeah, and I kind of felt sorry for them, man. I kind of felt sorry for them. Other kids would throw rocks at them and laugh at them and pick at them and say, I didn't, because they, I was different. I was different. Salute to you, Miss Media. I was different. You know what I'm saying? 'Cause I always like I was when nobody else was around. A lot of those people that you saw that was the older people that were behaving like that, I would stop and have a conversation with them from time to time. I would just walk up to the porch and sit down and have a conversation with them. They offer me a glass of tea, iced tea, lemonade, and I would have a little conversation with them and find
hey,
out
man,
why they so bitter and angry. What happened in their life that made them so bitter and angry? And you'd be surprised of how they will open up and how they will open up and tell you exactly what has happened to them. And a lot of those people, man, they were married and they widows. They lost their loved ones and they choose not to remarry because the person that they were with when that person passed away, a part of them passed away. You feel what I'm saying?
because that was the person they're supposed to be with for a lifetime.
That was their soulmate. That was the love of
Yep,
their life. Yeah.
yep. And I will say this right here is when you find that person, hold on to them. Hold on to them tight. I'm talking man and woman. And when you find a person like that, you sit down and have a conversation, not a yelling match. If you having a yelling match with your significant other or who person you married to, they the person that is not the person you're supposed to be with. Either you haven't worked on yourself or they haven't worked on themselves. Or you both haven't worked on y'all selves when y'all were single. Am I right or wrong about that?
Yeah, you're right. You're right. Like I said, it's enough stress out here in this world to be in a relationship with someone that's stressing you out, that's causing you to have like health issues. Yeah, I'm serious, man. A lot of these people that had aneurysms and strokes and heart attacks or whatever, I'm telling you, man, they were in stressful relationships. They were with people that were stressing them out. And that triggered the heart attacks, that triggered the aneurysms, that triggered the strokes. I'm telling you.
And the high
That
blood
is
pressure.
exactly high blood pressure leads to that. It leads to all of that. That's what I'm saying, bro. I don't knock any man or woman that chooses to be single. I don't knock any man or woman that chooses to be single because, like I said, it is a proven fact that most I ain't saying all now because a lot of there's some single people out there that health wise they don't take care of themselves. They drink, they drink, they consume too much alcohol. They don't eat the right foods. Now one advantage about being married is usually married couples they eat healthier. They tend to eat healthier and live a healthier life. They're more they get their rest, they eat healthier. Where single people they eat all kinds of junk and stuff. But they'll work it off. They'll get out there and work out and work it off or go hit the gym quicker and faster than a married person will.
Yeah. With this, there's some like
Your
me and
thing
you,
breaking up.
Armando.
Thing breaking up.
I said, unlike me and you, we gonna get out there and get a walk, at least get a walk in or workout in or something.
Yeah, oh yeah. Been doing that
Cause
ever since I was a kid, bro.
yeah, cause we're not
Salute
only
to you,
doing
Nate.
the great. We not only doing it for ourselves. We want to be around a long time for our significant other.
Hmm. Yep.
That when you get in the mindset like we're not just doing it for ourselves. We're doing it for our our significant other and the kids.
Yeah,
You know what I'm saying?
and that's
So, go ahead.
yeah, that's why usually married couples they eat healthier because their wife or the husband they're gonna make sure that they're taken care of, that they're eating right. Like there was some like man before I got with my woman, man, I was eating all the wrong foods, bro. I was eating pork, I was eating a whole lot of beef, I was eating all the wrong foods, man. And by her
He
being
wouldn't
in
listen.
the
He wouldn't listen to me either. Anyway, he wouldn't listen to me.
well, you ate junk food. You ate junk too, bro. Come on now.
Yeah,
You ate junk food.
the difference was I did just I was walking a whole lot.
I was walking a whole lot too now. I was working, believe me, I ate junk food now, but I was working it out in many ways. But
Yeah.
now But now, you know what I'm saying, I know the importance of eating the right food, and there's certain foods that our bodies should not be consuming, like
Yeah.
pork and all kinds of beef, and there's certain types of seafood that we should not be putting in our bodies as well. So
Yeah.
married couples they pay attention to that because the wife wants the husband to be with her as long as she can keep him there, and the husband darn sure wants the wife to be there as long. And most husbands, they got the mindset where if anybody got to go first, I'd rather for it to be me than the wife. No, no, don't too many men want to be the one to bury their wives first. Most men would say, I would rather go first than my wife. But but like I said, ain't no wrong being single now. Don't get me, hey, y'all shouldn't have nothing to be stressed about. Single people should not, y'all should be the happiest, and that's why I don't understand. I some single some of these single Negroes that be on this app, they come on here angry, yelling and raising all kinds of cane and all just acting like they losing their mind. You a single person, man. You should not have nothing to be upset or angry about. For real. You shouldn't have nothing to be angry about. You should be living your best life.
You see what you do see it, right?
Yeah, well, who's going first? Yeah, I mean, you know, most men they don't want they wives. I mean, they don't want to have to bear their wives. They don't. Mm-mm. But it's yeah.
Yeah, it's gonna be an argument who go first, who wanna go first. Hey,
Mm-hmm.
just try to stick around as long as you can.
Mm-hmm.
Look, me and my girl, we ain't talking about who gonna go first. Guess what? Whoever go first, just go first. We just gonna enjoy life.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. As a single person, I don't eat out the restaurants on a daily basis. I cook meals, and I don't need to worry about what he or she wants to eat. Exactly. That's why I'm saying, man. I don't understand. Look, look, when I go out, like if I go like if I go, I mean, you can tell who's married and who's single. Okay, you can go to a grocery store and you can look at a person in the aisle and tell if they single or married or whatever. It seems like these single folks that are not married, they angry and uptight and stressed out, and it's the married people that are laid back, chill, and cool. So I don't understand
Yeah,
single
especially
people.
these days.
Y'all you ain't got nothing to be damn stressed about for real. Who you gonna argue with yourself? Come on now.
Oh, you know what they mad about? They try to figure out how they want that bill paid.
Well, the thing, like I said, it costs to be single. It costs to be single. It does. It costs to be single, but it depends on what type of lifestyle you're trying to live. Now, if you out there trying to be single and you trying to keep up with the Joneses, you better be clocking six figures or better. Now, if you just trying to live a comfortable life, then and you ain't out there trying to, keep up with the Joneses or whatever, then you good.
I keep trying to tell them, try to keep up with the Joneses. I keep telling them the Joneses broke. They ain't got that much either.
But
I keep trying to tell them.
I tell you what though, when you're a single man that day, you spending way more money. You spending way more money than you would if you was a married man. Trust me on that. You spending some money. You spend- Cause the thing about it, let me tell you something. It ain't about no woman being no gold digger. It ain't about no woman. If a woman, a confident, strong woman, loves nice things, that's just the nature of the beast. Let me say it again. A comfortable woman, a comfortable, strong sister, beautiful sister, she is gonna like nice things. She's gonna want the 5-star treatment, bro. And it ain't nothing wrong with that. And I tell any woman, don't sell yourself short. Don't take no shorts. Because you know what your worth is. So, I just want to throw that in there. I just want to throw that in there. Some women just, they they'll dumb themselves down, for the sake of a man. And when you do that, you're doing a disservice to yourself.
But
You're
at the
selling
same,
yourself short when you do that, in my opinion.
but at the same time, if you know a man don't have that kind of money, you see what I'm saying?
You're breaking up. You're
And
breaking up.
you oh, I said, if a man, if you're a woman, and I'm talking to the men right here. man, if you go out there, you got this chick right here. You say you take it to this right here, but you know you don't have that in real time or real life. You can't afford that all the time. Don't go out there and do that because that's what you're going to expect. But this to the women, when you know a man is budgeting his money and how he spend it, and you want him to take you there to that right there. Guess what? He ain't gonna be able to afford it, and he's not the man for you, and she's not the woman for you.
I give you something better. They're just like that video you was doing a reaction on the other day about the guy pulling up to the Cheesecake Factory. Okay. This is the thing, women. All right, you know what kind of man you want. You know what kind of man you want. All right, so if you out and you meet a guy, vet the guy, ask the guy what he does for a living. If he names an occupation that you know puts him in the six-figure bracket, then that may be the man for you. If you the type of woman that you like nice things and you want to be taking the 5-star restaurants and you want the royal treatment, then you need to find a dude on that level. But first, you got to be honest with yourself. Be honest with yourself now, because you see, a 5-star man is gonna want a 5-star woman. You see what I'm saying? See, if you ain't nowhere near no five star woman, then don't expect to go pulling no 5-star man. Because a 5-star man can hardly have his pick of the litter. Pretty
Yep,
much.
you're right about that. And see, we not talking to the people out here. We talking to the young folks now. You know what I'm saying? Because it's because why you think some people are single, and then I'm going to go ahead and say this right here. You think they think most people that got money got it all together, got the yachts, the house, and stuff like that. They think they're happy all the time. They think they happy. No, they're not happy. Might have all the money, but guess what? They miserable. They miserable. Would I be lying if I said that? It
Nah, you
just
won't be lying.
it's miserable. Oh, I wish I had this. Wish I had that. Why? You always gonna be miserable because guess what? You already gonna have what you already gonna get what you gonna get. It always something that you always gonna want to get that is better than that. But guess what? What people fail to realize when you get it and you got it, what you gonna do when it all taken away from you? What you gonna do? Take some of that what you got and invest it somewhere else. And that what some of these single people need to be doing. And then what some of the couples need to be doing, investing in something to what they call it, the generational wealth to pass it down. That's some married couple that don't have no generational wealth. That's some single people don't have no generational wealth to pass it down. You know what I'm saying? So it's the I look at everything as it's a mindset. You don't have that mindset, and like we said, you don't work on yourself, and you don't take account. The only person you have to take accountability for when you're single is yourself, and you don't take accountability for yourself, and you don't love and respect yourself. You're not gonna find a person that you're supposed to be with. I'm just saying. This
Yeah,
with this just
yeah. You
go
go
ahead.
ahead. Yeah, if you
Oh,
well, that's the given. If you don't love yourself, then you're not gonna keep that. Yeah, you'll pull them. You'll get in a relationship, but guess what? It ain't gonna work because you're gonna always be insecure, and you're gonna end up driving that person away. You're gonna end up driving that person away. You're not gonna have them long.
well,
It's
this is
it's 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 the sad reality of it. Really
yeah,
is.
and this right here is I've been in a relationship. I've been out of a relationship. I've been single. He been in a relationship. Several relationship. He been single. He been married. He married. It ain't just we just talking off the top of our heads. We
Mm-mm.
we've been there. We've
Mm-hmm.
been there. So I don't know who we talking to.
Mm-hmm.
We talking to somebody. Go ahead and soak your oats. Men and women go soak your oats. But men and women, be careful when you out there soak your oat that you don't cut down with nothing.
Yeah,
And
be
men,
be
well,
responsible.
yeah,
Yeah, be responsible and safe. All
yeah.
right, but I'm just saying, yeah, look, sow your oats. Ain't nothing wrong with sowing your oats. Ain't nothing wrong with getting it out your system. Get it out of your system. Okay, because so when you do get in a relationship, all of that play will be out your system. And you'll be ready to commit. And you won't feel like that you missed out on anything. You know what I'm saying? You won't feel like you missed out on anything. To work on yourself and take your time. Enjoy being single. Enjoy the single life. Have fun. All you have to worry about is you while you single. That's all you have to worry about is you. Be happy. All you have to worry about is your happiness. You ain't gotta, be quick to jump into anything. You know what I'm saying? But if you do choose to get into something, make sure that you're ready for it. Oops, I'm saying
Yep.
get my own car, pay for it, business, house maintenance, or being single. That's what I'm saying. I mean, most single people. That's what I'm saying. A lot of single people, and that goes back to what I'm saying. A lot of single people are single for various reasons. For various reasons.
And you know what you just reminded me of something. You know that song. You know the old song. Take your time, young man. I'm gonna
Mm-hmm.
change it a little bit. Take your time, young man, and take your time, young lady.
Mm-hmm.
You gotta take your time. Don't rush.
Mm-hmm. Mm-mm.
If y'all rush back in a relationship, y'all just asking for a headache.
Mm-hmm.
So
Yep.
yes, for a headache. And I'm going to say this right here. With that being said, I'm gonna make this a kind of series. I don't know what next time, and I'm just going to let y'all know what the subject going to be. So I'm going to let you the subject going to be. Should should that be prenup, mandatory prenup, and DNA testing? They're gonna be the next topic of the show.
We already had that conversation.
Now I'm going deeper into it because I got I don't know if you knew internet backed up or whatever. Because I got some videos what I've been talking about. Yeah, I got some videos.
Mm,
I got so she go ahead and know what I'm saying to give perfect example of what I was why I said why I asked that question. I already know about DNA test. That's a whole lot of, and I think it should be mandatory. And and I think if your DNA test prove that you are not the father, you should be able to come out that birth certificate. So no problem. That's my take on it. But hey, she said that's something about Stephen Mill. You know,
And,
together.
and here's the thing. Here's the thing now. Here's the thing. If you single, don't let nobody put no rush on you. Don't let nobody put no rush on you. You
What
get
that
in it when
song?
you're ready.
Yeah.
You get in it. You get in it when you're ready. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? Don't let don't let nobody put no rush on you. You get in it when you're ready.
What that song said? Don't rush. Don't rush. I forgot who. I think that was Silk or Shy. Somebody song that talk about don't rush. Hey, ain't no
Don't
rushing.
rush. Don't rush. Don't rush. The loving ain't going nowhere. Slow down, Mary J.
Yeah.
Her first album.
Hey, cause you would know when you in love with somebody. Cause that power of love. Okay.
I know you happy. You happy like I was Saturday morning when ESPN came back home. But you know what though? I ain't
You
watching
got
none
so
of it.
off for something else, didn't
Hey, bro, I ain't watching none of it since Saturday night. I know all they talking about is that Kentucky game, bro. I ain't watching
you?
none of that. I wait till Wednesday or Thursday. I wait until Wednesday or Thursday.
Yeah. Hey, what was it, about 2 weeks? It was about 2 weeks, one for
Man, yeah, 2 weeks, two long weeks, bro.
hey, it felt like the old day we had that you had to turn the knob to get them channel or turn on
Man, yeah.
UHL to get the mother channels.
Them them three channels. You got the three Columbus channels. You had the channel 3, channel 9, and channel 12. And then you had that damn channel 17, TBS.
Then you know you put on a UHF, VHF, and turn that bottom knob. You might find some other channels.
Mm,
That's what it felt like
together
then.
say, together say her Redskin won. Hey man, bro, man, them doggone Saints. Man, everybody were hyping up the Falcons in the South. Man, them done Saints got a squad, man. That coach that they got, bro, he used to be an assistant for Kyle Shanahan, man. That joker calling some plays, man. For real. Them Cowboys got dragged today. They got
I'm,
dragged today.
yeah, but I'm gonna tell
Oh,
you this right here. I'm gonna tell you this right here. What what got me was is how you gonna pay Daniel Jones all that money and let Shaquan Barkley leave the Giants and go to Philadelphia?
man, man, I don't know what's up with them New York. The only owner, New York franchise owner that got sense is the Yankees owner. All the rest of them, man, the Knicks, the Jets owner, the Jets owner trying. I will give him that. He trying. He trying to do something. But the Giants owner, the Knicks owner, the Knicks, man, come on, man. The Knicks, man, you know, New York is really a basketball town. New York is really a basketball town, bro. Them fans, them Knicks fans, been suffering since 1973. They ain't won no title since
I'll tell you
19.
this. I'll tell you this right here. You and John Stott should have talked that trash to Michael Jordan and Chicago Bulls that game.
Well, trash or no trash talk, bro. They weren't getting past the Bull. Bull was just the
Yeah,
better team, bro.
yeah.
Was the
But
better team.
I'm trying to figure out how you let Saquon Barkley go to Philadelphia. Not only go to Philadelphia, go to the person in your division.
Man, that was the dumbest move that I've seen. That was a franchise killer right there. That's up there with the San Diego Chargers letting Drew Brees go. It's up there with that. It's up there with the San Diego Chargers letting Drew Brees go and the Falcons letting Dion go and deciding to keep Chris Miller.
Yeah.
Oh,
And I mean,
and the Falcons let Brett Favre go. The Falcons cut Brett Favre and keeping Chris Miller.
yeah, I would have killed him. Yeah, yeah. Boy,
Oh man.
whew. But like I said, this been a great live tonight, and I gotta get up in the morning. Hey, I don't know what. Oh yeah, I forgot. Tomorrow is Warriors on. I'm gonna talk about the Auburn game tomorrow at 10 o'clock. I might be a little early tomorrow too. I might be a little. I might talk about. I might come on a little early tomorrow. So stay tuned. In the
Yeah, I got a
last
couple.
one shut out.
Hey, this has been this has been a great conversation, a much needed conversation. I hope that some of the things that was said up here on the panel, it resonated with some of you single people, or some of you that feel like your biological clock is ticking and you got to go out there and find a man or go find a woman or whatever. No, you don't. No, you don't. Take your time and work on yourself. When the right person come in your life, you will know it. You will know it. All right. And learn the difference between love and lust. There's a big difference. And that's the problem with a lot of you people. A lot of y'all don't understand the difference between lust and love. Lust is physical. Lust is physical. Love, and here's when you know you in love with the person. When you wake up thinking about them, you thinking about them throughout the day. And when you go to bed at night, you thinking about them. That's when you know you in love. That's when you love them for them, not just for what they can do in the bed. That's lust. And on that note, what I'm saying, on that note, everyone
Oh,
enjoy the
hey, say
rest
it
of
for
your
the people.
Sunday
Hey,
night.
hey, say that loud again for the people, just in case they ain't hear it.
Uh,
I said, say it for the people in the back, just in case they ain't hear that.
all right. Here's when you know you love a person. When you wake up in the morning thinking about them. When you thinking about them throughout the day. And when you lay down at night, they are still on your mind and you still thinking about them. And you thinking and you love them for them. You love everything about them, not just about what they can do in the bed and what kind of tricks they can do with their legs and stuff in the bed. That's lust. That's a difference. If you only love in the bedroom action, that's lust. If you only like what they look like and like her pretty legs and like because she got a big booty, that's lust. Love is you loving everything about them. Everything about them. You love the smell of them. You love the way they talk. You love the way they walk. You love everything about them. You love their conversation. It's a physical and a spiritual connection. That's love. Lust is nothing but a physical connection. And a relationship can't survive off that. Now, on that note, I hope no one got upset by this live. I hope no one got offended by this live. All right? Because, hey, it's entertainment, right? And like I always say, are you not entertained? When you come to the Wolfpack Nation, when you come to 20 Nation production, you're going to always be entertained. And this was a very, very teachable moment. The topic that we had tonight. Why are some women and men still single? Hey, that's not a bad thing. Sometimes it takes a little longer for you to work on yourself as a single person. And it's very important for you to take that time to work on yourself before you go jumping into a relationship with someone else. Because if you're not ready to get in a relationship with that next person, then you can make your life and their life a living hell. So take the time to work on yourself and love yourself. Because if you don't love yourself, how can you love someone else? And on that note, I'm Armando Black. Peace and blessings. Enjoy the rest of your Sunday night. And like I always say, take care of yourselves and each other. We'll pack for life. Ow!
And I'm gonna say this: love, respect yourself. Cause you love, respect yourself. You can see through all the BS. Self love is the best love. Cause who gonna love you better than you love yourself? And I can't say this like you knew said. You don't have to go. You don't have to go home, but you gotta get out of here.
You got to get out of here. You got to go home, but you got to get up out of here. You got to go to sleep. You got to go to bed.
Yep. Peace. We out.
I used to tell the kid when they were their bedtime. I'd be like, I ain't in bedtime. In bedtime. You ain't got to go to sleep, but you got to go to bed.
Yep. Yep. You're right. Peace. We are out.